Nope, looks pretty dead, contrary to what it says. Okay, I would stop
Oh,
that.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Yay.
Okay. All right.
How's that?
All right, so now you want to, I think, right-click on that. No, that's not it. On the picture, be on the picture, yeah. And show all controls at the top. All right, then you get the full screen.
Ta-da.
And there it is.
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Hello, folks. Welcome to your weekly select board meeting. Hopefully our audience is growing by leaps and bounds. We just went to, what we did on full screen here, would that affect what people see?
Yes.
So they'll see a whole full screen?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
My God.
Full screen.
Well, this takes a while, folks.
Looks good.
We're in the town business, not the computer business, right? So as usual, we'll start with our report from our town clerk.
Okay. We've been working really hard on the town report. Tomorrow, if everything goes well, I think we're gonna have a warrant, right?
Right, in fact, we'll have a warrant, we have,
Okay.
we just have to sign it and
Yep.
give it to
Yep.
Danielle, and so
So,
why don't we do that now, so.
Because it's an agenda item.
Okay, it's an agenda item, so we will not do it now. We will wait
Yep.
5 minutes and 2 seconds.
so once
Go
we
ahead.
have that, we'll PDF it, merge the PDF and throw it on the website tomorrow.
Excellent.
So, and then we'll start printing, so you guys can look for it on the website. And we'll put a Facebook post as well too, making sure everyone knows it's available. Just a reminder, voting is Friday, September 8th, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Town meeting is Saturday, September 9th, starting at 9 a.m. Just an update again on the 2022 taxes. We still have 62 accounts that still owe. The last day to pay before a lien would be this Thursday, August 31st by 4 p.m. And the tax collection updates are at the bottom. That's all I got.
Sounds good.
That's enough.
Yep.
All right, so we have the warrant for you, so you can work your magic, Danielle.
Okey doke. Perfect.
We'll approve today's agenda and last week's notes, and the same with the bills.
Should you sign this?
Oh, that's a good point, I haven't signed. Thanks. As usual, we have no reports from New York County Animal Control and Code Enforcement Officer. Their reports come in the first of the month. Nothing on the Planning Board or the Appeals Board. Comprehensive Committee, the next meeting is the 29th, which appears to be tomorrow.
Or today.
Or today. I thought today was the 28th. What can I say? All right. So Harvey, you're all set for that.
Yep.
Dave was gonna, no word on Secaucus Road,
Nothing. I got an email back from the same flycatcher guy, but he hasn't heard anything.
Poplar trees are as tall now as they were when they cut them.
Yeah.
well, they've been working on this for what, 3-4 years?
Yep.
Okay. Deborah, did the town attorney get back to us?
His reply was, when I asked if there was any information, the reply was not really. McLaughlin was all over the place, Ben Plant and I said little. Judge said he was limiting an argument to my summary judgment motion.
Yeah, Peter's attorney was trying to introduce things at the last, well, second to last Zoom meeting. And they said, no, David proposed to the judge that they only act on what his motion was and not this other stuff. So
Okay.
sounds like that's what they're doing.
Yeah, good.
So that's it from,
That's it.
okay.
Exciting.
Well, there were 3 or 4 attorneys participating in that meeting, so.
Costing everybody something and not accomplishing it.
Yeah.
Boy. We have the annual town meeting warrant, which is ready to be signed. The Budget Committee did a great job in going over all the items. It's kind of difficult when 50% of our budget is the school, which we really have very little control over, and 25% is roughly the roads and sand and salt and plowing, that type of thing, and repairing. So doesn't leave much discretionary income as far as projects to go on or projects to do. It's more just making sure that what we're spending the money on is necessary. We did transfer some money that wasn't spent into the reserve account, which enables us to keep spending the money. In other words, roads, if we transfer money from roads into the reserve account, that money becomes available this year for spending, so we can be a little more proactive in our road repair. At 5:30, we're going to go into executive session on some employment issues. We'll work that, so that'll be the last item on the meeting, so people won't miss anything. We'll have to come back. We do have a road complaint, which I'm not quite sure. I guess it came to Danielle, Keith Fuller. Do you have anything more on that?
That's it.
Do we know the road?
Nope.
I think he's just frustrated, as a lot of people are, with the condition of our roads.
Well,
He just doesn't express himself as well. So.
I mean, I agree that roads can be tough, but maybe you should take a trip up north and try to go to Jay and some of the towns that lost roads and are
Yeah.
gonna have to spend millions to fix them.
Yeah.
I mean, we spent some additional money on roads for that first storm there. As Debbie mentioned, the FEMA was out here yesterday with our road, or not yesterday, a couple days ago, with our road commissioner, and hopefully we'll get a substantial amount of our expenditures back from the state and federal agencies. I don't know if we'll be entirely reimbursed, but
I don't know what you mean about him not expressing himself. It seems like he got his point across.
yeah, it's just that we don't know where the point is.
I guess, what I would say to someone like that is, their name doesn't ring a bell, and so I can't put a face to the name, but has he ever been to a town meeting? Has he ever expressed that he wanted to up the budget? Because I think the budget that we have, I thought we were doing really well with the roads for what we had for a budget until we had this wash out nonstop all spring, early summer. To these people that, not necessarily just this man, but other people that just send a complaint in, come to a town meeting and voice your opinion. You want to spend more money, because the only way the roads are gonna get improved is if the budget goes up and there's more money to fix more roads. Right now, we're just doing a lot of Band-Aids.
Is that Keith Fuller?
Yes.
Randall Lake Road.
Alrighty. Land vest, the people that monitor the plantation, sent us a questionnaire to fill out on any comments, positive comments, negative comments, that type of thing. So we'll look into that and respond back in the next week or so. The road commissioner has some FEMA site works for the 28th, the 30th, and the 31st, 9 to 4. I don't know if that's,
I think it's all done, Maya said.
They did- all done?
They finished today.
oh, good. According to our assistant, Debbie said it went very well, so we'll see what very well means. As you know, the CPR for the town hall has been rescheduled in October sometime. There was a workshop for Gary Taylor, Hasty Road, to discuss Province Lake Road being turned over to the town. That request has been canceled. And that's really about it as far as the meeting's concerned. We do have our executive session. David, you have,
I'd first like to ask Jen where we are on the dishwasher, if you know.
Paul Lyle came in on Wednesday and just to look things over again, and said he would be back this week,
Okay,
okay?
good.
So to update that,
Yep.
not to spread false business, but he had a health event, so I highly doubt he'll be in this week.
Oh, dear.
he had a what, I'm sorry, health event?
Yeah. So, I'll find out, because I've been talking to him, but I don't think he'll be in this week.
But all the parts are there, everything's ready to go?
Everything's ready to go, we took it back down off the shelves, so he has access to the plumbing and when he's available.
He was gonna ask his doctor last time, when he could get what his limit was, or what he could do, or what he couldn't do.
Okay.
So,
Do we have any recommendations on how we were gonna heat the dishwasher as far as boiler or extra heating source?
I turned the boiler on last, or was it this week? Last week.
It was last Wednesday, right?
Okay, yeah.
It was great.
So, and that worked fine. Again, it's just not the best for the boiler cycle. I don't know.
Are we talking once a month though, type of thing, just for the dinner?
Well,
or-
there's the Monday morning stuff too.
Would you need the dishwasher for the Monday morning coffees, or is that a
It would be
paper?
helpful,
Helpful?
yeah,
Okay.
it would be great.
So, I
think
mean-
the bathrooms would need it too when we're, when people are there, both Mondays and Wednesdays.
so when you said that, I'm not familiar with it, you said that's a circulating system and it circulates all the time?
Yes.
I'm not familiar with that whatsoever. Now, is that, what does it take to like actually change that, like in the future, if there's say a propane furnace put in on demand thing? Now, I'm not certain how that all
Well,
works, but.
see, the circulating system, it's like a boiler, except it's always, or it is a boiler, it's always circulating. It means that I can turn the faucet on and have hot water right there,
Okay,
okay? As opposed to waiting for it
For
to
it
come
to-
from the boiler. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I guess.
Now-
Because it's a bigger building, it's not like a house. and
Right,
it's
yeah,
apples and
yeah.
oranges. Okay.
If we decide to go with a standalone water heater, we can just pipe it into the dishwasher, period. or maybe pipe it into the kitchen,
Yep.
period,
Okay.
something like that.
Yep.
You know, for now, why don't we just go with the boiler? It'll be 2 months and we'll have the boiler on all the time anyways, so.
Yeah, I mean, the
Okay.
boiler must be on, it's gotta be on for October, it has to be, I'm certain.
Yeah, that's what I said.
October, November, December, January, February, March, April. It's gonna be on for 7 months.
Yeah, probably part of May.
Yeah, so call it 8 total, if it's
Yeah.
halfway through
Right.
September and halfway through May,
Right,
so.
Okay, so we'll go with the boiler for now until we
Yeah.
see what,
yeah,
how that works.
yeah.
All right. And you're gonna check with Paul and find out how.
I'll find out, yep.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't think I have anything else.
Sir?
Still waiting to hear from the fella on the, which I didn't expect to hear back immediately on
Old
the
Townhouse?
rehabbing the old graft.
Will we be able to get any plywood down there,
No,
or?
I have not got over there. Maybe I can get him to do it. The only thing is, then I gotta get the key, so I might be able to do it tomorrow, if it's raining, possibly.
Okay. Our, warrant information has been given to the town clerk. Couple of things, number one, that I'm sure the pie chart you all are overjoyed about gives us a percentage of spending in each major category. That'll be there. And also a handout of the activities in the town that I would hope people are concerned about. They do come up in the town report or town website every week when they're published. You're looking at ACO, CEO, a police report to include the state police numbers, along with York County. The recycle numbers, our Grateful Dead, Ungrateful Dead support, which tells what's going on in the town, luncheons, and the breakfast. So all that information will be in there, either for the whole year or for the last month of the June. Our intent is then to keep it going forward now that we have the reports formalized, and really come up with a yearly summary for some of those items, or all of those items actually, by the next town meeting. So that should be very informative to a lot of people, to everybody actually, a number of rescue calls and fire calls, that type of thing. And that's about it. Jeff, do you have anything?
Not this week.
Will someone make a note, please, that? Jeff, it could be the first time in 10 years that I've been here.
I could talk about it, but I can't.
Okay. That's all right, you can control yourself. Harvey, you got anything?
Can I get a copy of the land best assessment?
Yeah, well, it's just a blank form right now, but yeah.
Because there might be some information that we...
No, it's,
It's just a form asking if we've had any complaints or good words.
So it's not any report from them?
no,
No.
it's
No.
good or bad words, yeah.
Yeah, they want to know from us what we've heard, if any.
All right. So with that, we'll go into executive session. On personnel matters. Employment matters. 1 MRSA 4056-A.
May I make a motion that we do that?
Okay. Would like to hear the motion? Are you making the
I'm
motion?
making the motion you just read.
Okay, would you care to second it, sir?
Yes.
Okay, and we'll vote on the motion. Do we all concur?
Camera off.
Yep.